Have you ever wondered about the mysteries that shroud the ancient practice of alchemy? The pursuit of transformation and immortality? Does it not intrigue you? Alchemy, a practice shrouded in mystique, has been a source of curiosity for centuries. It's a practice deeply rooted in the mystical, often associated with the pursuit of transformation and immortality. Picture a world where the ordinary could be transmuted into the extraordinary, where base metals could be transformed into gold, where a simple potion could promise eternal life. For the ancient alchemists, this was their reality, their quest. This pursuit was not merely about material wealth or longevity, but a profound exploration of the very essence of life and the universe. This enigmatic art has left an indelible mark on human history, sparking curiosity, skepticism, and wonder in equal measure. Today, we delve into the evolution and history of this fascinating practice and explore its key principles. Our journey begins in the cradle of civilization, ancient Egypt, the land of pyramids and pharaohs, where the Nile's fertile banks fostered a society ripe for intellectual and spiritual exploration. Here, in the heart of Hellenistic Egypt, alchemy was born. Alchemy, a practice shrouded in mystery and often misunderstood, is an ancient philosophical tradition with roots deeply planted in the rich soils of Egyptian metallurgy, medicine, and mysticism. It was a time when these disciplines were not separate but intertwined, each a branch of the same tree of knowledge. The earliest alchemists were artisans, skilled in the manipulation of metals. They were the metallurgists of their day, transforming base metals into precious ones, like gold and silver. But their work was not purely physical. It was a spiritual endeavor, a quest for transformation and purification, both of the metals they worked with and their own souls. Alchemy was also closely tied to medicine. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in the field, and their alchemists were the precursors to today's pharmacists. They believed in the healing powers of nature and sought to harness these forces through their alchemical practices. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of alchemy is its connection to mysticism. Key figures like Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary Hellenistic figure, were believed to possess divine knowledge. Hermes Trismegistus, whose name means thrice greatest Hermes, was credited with the authorship of the Emerald Tablet, a text shrouded in mystery and considered the cornerstone of alchemical philosophy. The tablet's cryptic verses hold the secrets of transformation and immortality, central tenets of the alchemical tradition. Thus, in the heart of ancient Egypt, the foundations of alchemy were set. It was a practice that combined the physical with the spiritual, the tangible with the mystical. A practice that sought not just to transform metals, but to unlock the secrets of existence itself. Thus, the foundations of alchemy were set, ready to spread across continents and evolve over centuries. As centuries rolled, alchemy crossed the borders of Egypt and permeated into different cultures. The art of transmutation was not confined to the land of pyramids and pharaohs. It was a vibrant and evolving discipline that traversed continents and cultures, leaving its indelible mark wherever it landed. The Islamic Golden Age, spanning the 8th to the 14th centuries, was a fertile ground for the development and refinement of alchemy. The amalgamation of Greek, Indian, and Persian knowledge, coupled with the original contributions of Islamic scholars, led to significant advancements in alchemical theory and practice. One such scholar, Jabir ibn Hayyan, often referred to as the father of chemistry, introduced systematic experimentation into alchemy, transforming it from a mystical pursuit to a more methodical study. Jabir's works were later translated into Latin, marking the beginning of alchemy's journey into medieval Europe. Here, it further evolved, taking on a philosophical and spiritual dimension. Alchemists were no longer just seeking to transmute base metals into gold. They were on a quest for spiritual purification and enlightenment. The seven-stage process of transformation they developed became an allegory for personal growth and self-realization. One of the most influential figures of this period was Albertus Magnus, a German bishop and philosopher. He was one of the first to introduce alchemy into the Christian world, reconciling it with Christian theology. His writings laid the groundwork for the later European alchemists, who would continue to develop and refine the art in the centuries to come. As we trace the journey of alchemy across the ages, it becomes evident that it was not an isolated practice but a global phenomenon. It changed and adapted with time and place, absorbing influences from different cultures and philosophies, shaping and being shaped by them. Alchemy, thus, was not just an isolated practice, but a global phenomenon that changed and adapted with time and place. At the heart of alchemy lies the pursuit of the philosopher's stone, a substance believed to grant immortality and transmute base metals into gold. The philosopher's stone, a mythical entity, has been the centerpiece of alchemical studies for centuries. This legendary substance, often depicted as a red stone, is said to possess miraculous properties. Its allure lies in its supposed ability to transform base metals into precious gold and bestow immortality on those who consume a small part of it, a concept known as elixir of life. From the ancient Greek alchemists to the medieval European scholars, the quest for the philosopher's stone became a symbol of the human aspiration for perfection and eternal life. It ignited the imaginations of many, leading to numerous experiments and interpretations. Some interpreted the philosopher's stone metaphorically, seeing it as a spiritual truth or a state of enlightenment. For these thinkers, alchemy was not just a physical process, but a spiritual journey. They believed that the transformation of base metals into gold was symbolic of the soul's journey from a state of ignorance to enlightenment. On the other hand, there were literal interpretations, leading to countless laboratory experiments. Alchemists, armed with their alembics and crucibles, would spend years, even lifetimes, in their laboratories, trying to create this elusive stone. Their efforts laid the groundwork for modern chemistry, even though their primary goal remained unachieved. In Eastern traditions, the pursuit of the philosopher's stone was intertwined with practices like Taoist inner alchemy, where it was seen as a metaphor for spiritual refinement and longevity. Regardless of the interpretation, the philosopher's stone remains a fascinating aspect of alchemical lore. It symbolizes the human quest for transformation, perfection, and immortality, a quest that, in many ways, continues to this day in different forms. The philosopher's stone, elusive and enigmatic, remains one of the most captivating aspects of alchemy. As we moved into the era of enlightenment, alchemy began to evolve into what we now recognize as modern chemistry. Though cloaked in mystery and often dismissed as a fanciful pursuit, alchemy was instrumental in laying the groundwork for modern science. The alchemists' tireless quest for transformation, their relentless experiments, and the development of laboratory equipment and techniques all played a substantial role in shaping today's chemistry. The scientific revolution, spanning the 15th to the 18th centuries, was a period of monumental change. It was a time when humanity began to systematically explore the natural world, seeking out its secrets and questioning long-held beliefs. During this period, alchemy underwent a profound shift. The alchemical focus on spiritual transformation and the pursuit of the philosopher's stone began to give way to a more empirical methodology. This was a crucial turning point in the history of science. Alchemists, now adopting the mantle of chemists, began to distance themselves from the mysticism of their predecessors. They started to study matter and its transformations in a systematic, reproducible way, taking the first steps towards what we now understand as the scientific method. The transmutation of base metals into gold, the dream of countless alchemists, was replaced by a new dream: the understanding and manipulation of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. The search for the philosopher's stone morphed into the quest to identify and categorize elements, leading to the creation of the periodic table. The work of figures like Robert Boyle, who is often considered the first modern chemist, exemplifies this shift. Boyle, while influenced by alchemical thought, emphasized experimentation and the importance of empirical evidence, laying the foundation for modern chemical science. Alchemy's legacy is not one of failure, but of transformation, not of base metals into gold, but of a mystical tradition into a rigorous science. While alchemy may not have achieved its lofty goals of transformation and immortality, it undeniably shaped the path for the scientific advancements we witness today. The journey of alchemy, from its mystical roots to its scientific evolution, is indeed a fascinating tale of human curiosity and ambition. Originating in ancient times, this enigmatic craft spread across continents, shaping the intellectual landscape of the eras it traversed. The pursuit of the philosopher's stone, the elusive key to transformation and immortality, stands as a testament to humanity's relentless drive towards discovery and understanding. Throughout the ages, alchemy has evolved, leaving its mark on a multitude of disciplines. Its influence on modern science is undeniable, with its experimental methods paving the way for rigorous scientific inquiry. Alchemy's pursuit of transformation, both physical and spiritual, echoes in today's advances in chemistry and medicine. While the pursuit of transformation and immortality continues in different forms, The legacy of alchemy lives on, reminding us of our perpetual quest for understanding and mastery over the natural world.